African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 30th of December, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. Units of the North Group of Forces in the Kharkiv direction inflicted defeat on formations of two territorial defense brigades in the areas of the settlements of Kazakia Lopan, Veliki Prokati, and Lipsy in the Kharkiv region. The enemy lost up to 65 servicemen, an armored combat vehicle, a car, a 152mm D-20 gun, two 122mm D-30 howitzers, and an electronic warfare station. Units of the West Group of Forces improved the position along the front line, defeated the manpower and equipment of two mechanized assault brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, two territorial defense brigades and a National Guard brigade in the areas of the settlements of Dureknia, Zapadnoy, Glushkovka in the Kharkiv region, Ivanovka, Shandrigolovo, Torskoy, Terny in the Donetsk People's Republic, and Serebryanskoy Forestry. Repulsed 8 counterattacks of armed formations of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. The enemy's losses amounted to over 530 servicemen, a tank, an infantry fighting vehicle, 4 armored personnel carriers, including 3 M113s made in the USA, an armored combat vehicle, 8 cars, a 155mm self-propelled artillery unit Panzerhaubitze 2000 made in Germany, a 152mm gun Jaitsint B, a 122mm self-propelled artillery unit Gvozdika, 3 122mm howitzers D-30, and a 105mm gun M119 made in the USA. Units of the Southern Group of Forces occupied more advantageous positions, defeated the formations of 2 mechanized, motorized infantry and airmobile brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces in the areas of the settlements of Delne, Chesavyar, Kurakovo, and Razliv of the Donetsk People's Republic. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost over 295 servicemen, a tank, 2 infantry fighting vehicles, a US-made M113 armored personnel carrier, a Kozak combat armored vehicle, and 2 pickups. 2 electronic warfare stations and 2 field ammunition depots were destroyed. The settlement of Novolanovka in the Donetsk People's Republic has been liberated by decisive actions of units of the Center Group of Forces. The manpower and equipment of 3 mechanized, motorized infantry, mountain assault brigades, 2 assault battalions of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, a Marine brigade and an assault brigade of the National Police of Ukraine were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Dzержinsk, Vozdvizenka, Dachinskoy, and Peskanoy of the Donetsk People's Republic. 11 counterattacks of armed formations of the Armed Forces of Ukraine were repelled. The enemy lost up to 420 servicemen, 2 tanks, including a German-made Leopard, 2 infantry fighting vehicles, an armored personnel carrier, a British-made Snatch armored fighting vehicle, 5 pickups, a 155mm Bogdanov self-propelled artillery unit, 2 152mm D-20 guns, a 122mm Gvozdika self-propelled artillery unit, 3 122mm D-30 howitzers, and an electronic warfare station. Units of the East Group of Forces continued to advance into the depths of the enemy's defense, defeated the formations of 3 mechanized brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces and a territorial defense brigade in the areas of the settlements of Dneproenergia, Bogodar, Zelenoy Pole, and Neskutchnoy of the Donetsk People's Republic. They repelled 2 counterattacks by enemy assault groups. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost more than 175 servicemen, 3 vehicles, a 152mm D-20 gun, a 155mm Paladin self-propelled artillery unit, and a 105mm M119 gun made in the United States. An electronic warfare station and a field ammunition depot were destroyed. Units of the Dnepr military grouping inflicted damage on the manpower and equipment of 3 territorial defense brigades in the areas of the settlements of Antonovka, Mykolivka and Yantarnoy in the Kherson region. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 75 servicemen, an armored combat vehicle, 4 cars, and 2 field ammunition depots. Operational tactical aviation, strike unmanned aerial vehicles, missile troops and artillery of the groups of troops of the armed forces of the Russian Federation inflicted damage on energy facilities that ensure the operation of enterprises of the military-industrial complex of Ukraine, the infrastructure of military airfields, storage facilities, command posts, and launch sites for strike unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as concentrations of manpower and military equipment of the armed forces of Ukraine in 143 districts. Air defense systems shot down 4 U.S.-made HIMARS multiple launch rockets and 65 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 650 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 38,878 unmanned aerial vehicles, 590 anti-aircraft missile systems, 20,103 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,504 multiple launch rocket system combat vehicles, 20,093 field artillery pieces and mortars, 29,644 units of special military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.